Hello, diners and friends. Welcome to Solo Dining with Karen Marie. Today, I will be making a spinach artichoke dip. I'm making a budget version of it. I'm using canned spinach. And the reason why I'm using canned spinach is because I don't have any fresh spinach. And even if I did have fresh spinach, it would probably go bad in the refrigerator waiting on me to use it. So instead, I just took the safer option and got me some canned spinach. And then I have canned artichoke dip. It's canned artichokes, and I dice those up real fine here. And I'm going to be adding, let me get my pan started here. I'm going to be adding some jalapeno peppers to this. So I have some diced jalapeno peppers, and then I have some mushrooms. And so I'm going to get those in the skillet in this pan here. As soon as I get the butter melted. It's good to be back today. It's Saturday, and it's a beautiful Saturday. But I'm going to spend my time inside. I'm going to watch a little TV. You know, I love to watch true crime and everything. So I plan on doing that and just doing absolutely nothing and playing with my fur babies. It's been a minute since I've been back. I haven't been making a lot of videos. I've been writing. I'm an author, and so I write books. I've been writing since 2008, and so I write books and everything. So, you know, I'm multi-genre author. I write children's books, teen books, adult books. I have a cookbook. I have some self-help books. So I just really been busy doing a lot of writing. And so I said, let me get back in the kitchen and play around a little bit. And with this dip here is, I use 2 cans of spinach. I'm using 2 cans of spinach with this. I've already drained my spinach real well. I'm using 2 cans because I want to make two 7-inch pans of dip. Because I'm going to put one, I'm gonna put one on the back, you know, in the refrigerator, and then that way I can use one today and then eat another one maybe 2 or 3 days later if that's what I wanted. But anyway, yeah, I'm getting started with that. I hope y'all have been doing well out there. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna season it a little bit in a minute. Also, I'm going to add some crushed pepper flakes. And then I'm also going to add some garlic. I don't want real garlic in here because garlic tends to overpower it. So I'm going to do some garlic powder instead. And so I'm just going to keep it simple. And then I also have some sour cream and some mayo and some cream cheese here that I'm using. I'm using a half of uh, about 4 ounces of cream cheese. And I also will be using Monterey Jack and Kobe Jack and some mozzarella cheese and parm here. I have some parmesan cheese here as well. So I'm gonna get this going. So y'all come on with me and let's do this little easy, cheesy spinach artichoke dip together. All right. Gonna add my mushrooms. I don't want to add meat. Some people like to add meat and stuff. I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna do these little mushrooms. And when these jalapeno peppers, they're not going to be hot. When you saute them, they seem to kind of take the heat out of them. And that's why I wanted to add me some red pepper, some crushed red pepper flakes. And right now, I'm just going to put a little bit of garlic salt. This is garlic salt. Don't want too much, but enough. This is a teaspoon, so you see I'm not using the whole teaspoon. I'm just kind of get these sauteed, and once I get these melted down, sauteed down, then we're going to just start adding everything else. We got these mushrooms and jalapeno peppers cooked down. Now I'm going to add the diced artichokes here to the pan. It looks like a lot, but I got those in there, so I'm going to cook some of this down. I know this is not how most people do this. Everybody has their own way of doing things. So, this is me doing it this way. I find it a little bit easier making it all in one pan like this, and then I transfer it all to well, if it's a lot of people, you can use this, put this in a cast iron skillet, and then throw it on in the oven. But with me, I'm making me two of them, and I'm going to put my red pepper flakes in here now. I probably should wait, but I'm going to put some of it in there. Yeah. I'm trying to put, and see that spinach. I mashed all that water out of that spinach. And see how this is the reason why I'm using two cans, because by the time I mashed all the liquid out of there, I didn't mash it all out, but I got enough out of there to And so by the time I did that, it's not really a whole lot. So I'm doing this because this will help evaporate some of that water in the cans of spinach to evaporate as well. So get that out of there, and I'm just gonna warm this up and let these mix together like this. And then we're gonna come back and mix other things. Mix the rest of this cheeses and things like that. See how that water is cooking out of here? Yeah, I want it to be a lot drier than this. And then with everything cooking together with the spinach and the artichokes and the mushrooms and jalapeno peppers, with all that cooking together, those flavors are gonna meld together, mesh into one good yummy dip. I'm telling you. But these canned goods, it used to be real affordable, but these canned goods are trying to get expensive on me. Right here, this is a half cup. I have some sour cream that I filled a little bit up here. Then I added the mayo on top of that. So, because I didn't want to mess up a whole bunch of dishes. So this is probably going to be about a third a cup of sour cream and about a third a cup of mayo, if that, or a quarter cup of mayo. And then I'm just gonna put the rest of this powder in here because it's easier to mix. That's garlic powder right there. A little bit more garlic salt. Now, yeah. Then we'll put the whole teaspoon in there and just kind of mix this up. And then I'm gonna put the cream cheese here in there as well and mix that in. Mix this together while this is still bubbling, cooking and bubbling. And once it dry out, we can add the cheese and the creamy mixture to it. But I still want it to be, it's still kind of liquidy. It has a little bit of liquid in there. I want to kind of get all that liquid out of there so my dip won't be soupy. That's the only problem about canned goods. But the when you do the jalapenos, when you do the mushrooms, they release liquid. And then getting these right here to cook down, it's releasing this liquid. These canned goods and I drain them pretty good, but still gonna be able to do that. So now I'm mixing the cream cheese in here in this as well. And then we're gonna be back for the rest of it. I got me some cheese. And this is just a mixture of mozzarella, Monterey Jack cheese, and a little bit of Kobe Jack. And I like to pre-shred my cheese because it seems to taste better to me. It doesn't have all those anti-caking agents in it. And then I always put a clean, dry paper towel in here to keep it from all that moisture, keep it from molding too soon. If I happen to not use it beforehand. I'm just gonna put a little bit of this Parmesan cheese in this little cheese mixture here. This is, like I said, this is I went ahead and put the rest of that. I'm a cheesy person, so I like to put lots of cheese in here. You put as much as you want. That's probably maybe a little quarter cup in my mixture. Go ahead, y'all can put some black pepper in here if you want some black pepper in here. If you want to, that's what I'm gonna do. Just a little bit, cracked black pepper. Okay, and then grab me some of this cheese. I'm gonna put some of this cheese into this mixture here. Just a little bit. I'm probably gonna make a mess. I'm just gonna put just a little bit in here. Hopefully I don't make a mess. I can clean it up. All right, got a little something in there. It don't take a lot of this mixture. One time I made too much. I tried to put a whole thing of cream cheese in here. I'm like, oh no, that was too much for me, for what little bit I had. So like I said, this is 2 cans of spinach, about half a cup of jalapenos, and they melted down. I've got about a cup of mushrooms in here, and they, when I sauteed them, they went down as well. So see that little bit of mixture that I put in there, how much it did? It still seemed like it's too much, right? So however you want to do it, you fix yours your way. But I put I put 4 ounces of cream cheese to this, and then you saw the mayo that I put in here, as well as the sour cream, and then put the other parm in here. Put some parm and about a tablespoon of garlic salt. I mean garlic powder. Oh Lord, not that much. So I'm gonna mix these in here, and then I'll be right back in a second. I'm just gonna let this bubble up a little bit, and then I'm gonna put them in pans. Get me some yummy, bubbly spinach artichoke dip. It's quick, it's easy, and cheesy. So I'm gonna let this bubble up a little bit, and then I'm gonna put them in pans. All right, now that's done. I went and got my little pans. I'm gonna use these because I don't want to wash dishes. When I get through, I already know it's gonna be sticky and all that. So I don't want to wash dishes. I have fancy pans. If I was having visitors, I would use them, but I am using these 7-inch that you get from Amazon. Well, I got mine from Amazon. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and fill these up. Fill them both up. And this is a lot for one person. And if I don't eat anything else, I probably could eat a whole one. But what I normally do is eat a little bit, and then for a snack, and then turn around and do a little bit more. Now, I'm not going to top this one with cheese because this isn't going in the refrigerator. And so I have a clear lid for it. So that's going to go in the refrigerator. And this one right here is going in the oven. So I'm going to go ahead and put some cheese on this one. because it's going in the oven right now. I already have my oven preheated. So there's that. And then I have a little cheese for the other one already left in the bag. And we'll be back with this one in a second. As soon as we get it out. All right, friends, I'm back. And the dip is ready. And I've already dug into it, as you can see. So it's nice and cheesy. It has a nice cheesy crust on top. And I got me a little something here I'm going to snack on. You know, normally on Saturday mornings when I was a kid, I would take my breakfast cereal and I would go and sit in front of the TV and watch cartoons. Well, it's Saturday morning, and today I'm going to take my dip, and I'm going to go and sit in front of the TV. I'm going to watch some true crime, and then I'm going to have me a little beverage that's going to help me go to sleep and take me a nap. I shouldn't eat and go to sleep, but this is my cozy Saturday day, and I want to spend it relaxing. I have a book signing tomorrow. I'm going to see, I have some children for my book, my children's book. I have a children's book called The Pie Bandit and the Great Pie Caper. And so I'm going to go and read that book tomorrow to a group of children. And we're gonna do a book signing and all that. So today I just want to be cozy and cuddle in and have me some nice warm cheesy dip and just watch TV and lounge about with my fur babies. All right, guys, I'll talk to y'all soon, huh? Have a good one. Bye-bye.